Today, my second long run. It's supposed to be a little over 12 miles today. And for the first time, I'm going to add a certain pace. Gonna add in certain pacings that I want to get. So, for me to run the marathon in 4 hours, or ideally under 4 hours, I have to run at least a 9:09 pace. And so, today I'm gonna hit a couple of the miles at marathon pace. So I'm going to split it up as if it's kind of like 3 races, maybe 4 races. But I'll start off with like a 9:30 warm up pace for the first 5 miles. And then I'm going to go into a 2 mile, I believe it was 9 flat pace. And then 1 mile, 9:15, 2 miles, 9 flat. And then 1 mile, 9:15. I think there might be one more mile in there where I pretty much run as fast as I can. So that's gonna be my targets today. Um, I'm gonna start running at 7:20 because that's whenever the race actually starts. So until then, right now it's 5:15. I gotta do my align and design. So I'm gonna show you that process. Let's go. All right, so I just wrapped up Align and Design. It's a process I do every morning and night that allows me to align myself with the version of me that I want to become, and then design my day around me becoming that version of myself. And what it does is it allows me to put my intention on the future film that I'm creating and use my intention throughout my day to be able to make sure that I'm moving forward towards it. And this is the first time that I've ever actually shown it. And so in this little magazine that I've created, it has not only the things that I want to create, it has reminders. It talks about how your life is pretty much a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so you have a thought, that thought creates a belief, and then your brain starts to look for proof in past experiences and the things around you. Once it finds enough proof, it creates a conviction, and then you start taking actions from that version. So if you can get yourself to start thinking like the version of yourself that you want to become, then you'll ultimately start taking actions that pull you towards that version. It has pictures that remind me of like role models and people. It goes through my goals, not only just like fitness goals, but also like financial goals, where I want to live, what I want to accomplish, me talking on stage. Goes through a little timeline of me and my life and where I'm at and where the business is going. Also goes through a little bit of a Wikipedia page that I've created for myself as the identity, the characteristics, and affirmations and all these things like that. And so this entire thing is essentially me creating the movie that I want to live, allowing me to direct my reality. And it doesn't only talk about like fitness goals, but it also talks about me being able to have an impact on the people within my community, people all across the world, because the main reason I started learning all of this mindset stuff is not necessarily just because of me, but because I've seen depression be able to have an impact on a lot of people within my life. And the majority of them just kind of accepted it and just kind of said like, hey, this is just how I am. And by me being able to learn these things about the mind and how you can alter it to where it works for you instead of against you, because at the end of the day, you have a mind and you have a body. You are not your mind and your body. You can use it as a tool instead of something that harms you. And so by me learning these things and making these videos and putting myself out there and sharing this information, I want to be able to help other people. And so that's what this is about. It talks about me talking on stages and things like that, because ultimately that's the end goal. But that's one part of it. The other part of it is also just kind of creating your day, and then also just like starting your day off with gratitude. So like I'm always writing about the things that are within my current reality that I can be grateful for. There's a lot of things that I'm still working on, but there's also a lot of things in my life that I'm grateful for. And so reminding myself of those things stops me from spiraling whenever I wake up in the day and start thinking about all the things I either have to do or the things that are going wrong or anything like that. And so it kind of starts me on a positive beat. And yeah, yeah, that's the line in design. I normally do a little meditation after this, but I'm not recording that just because I don't know. That's kind of like my job, and also you're on my phone. So yeah, next time you see me, I'll probably just be getting ready and kind of talking about that. So. I bet like it was one of my homies from college, and he posted a tweet that got a bunch of views. So he was like partying with David Dobrik, but I only saw him and like the chunky guy Jonah. Is that his name? I officially deem running as one of the most humbling sports.
It is.
That shit was tough.
I know, it's hard.
I'm gonna hold you. I have a lot. I've always had respect for endurance runners, but now,
You don't know until you do it.
nah. You freaking lost a toenail. My feet hurt. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm telling you, it's like one of the biggest things is like I'll watch a bunch of people run. I'm like, they make it look so cool. They make it look so easy. And they be running so fucking fast. Then when I get out there and I'm not anywhere close to what they're running, it's one of the hardest things I have to do and be like, run your race, not someone else's.
Well, I think it's easy to get in your head about running because you'll see people that are just able to do it so quickly, or like they make it seem like they're able to do it with all this ease. But I mean, it's like with anything, like you don't see the progress that they've made to like gotten to that point. But I think it's a big test of like losing the element of comparison. It's corny, but
It was very therapist of you for sure.
own race to run, not anyone else's.
It was very therapist of you for sure. What I'll say is since I've been watching so many races, like people are saying like the ones who hit a wall are the ones who start off way too fast. And it goes into what you're saying about people like hitting a wall. I know like when I'm out there and I see people and like they're passing me, I'm like, nah, dude, you gotta pick it up. That's why in the beginning my pacing was so bad. Like you saw, like in the beginning it'd be like 8:30, and then it would switch to like 9:15, then it would go to like 8:20, and it would just move around. But it was because I was racing other people and not caring about like what I was running. One thing that was cool about today was because it was so snowy outside, I didn't really see people. And so like it was just like me running my own race. And that's one thing I have to get used to. And so, because like even in the sauna, I'll be like, all right, I'm staying in here until everybody else gets out, as if it's some type of competition.
But I noticed for me, honestly, like the further I got into running, like I would have the biggest difference. And a lot of it's mental, but like doing long runs Friday versus Saturday.
Do you like Friday more?
No, I like Saturday more because in like on the lakefront in Chicago, like that's when most people do their long runs because normally people work Monday through Friday. Where I like found, even though like I didn't know these people, they had no idea who I was, and frankly, you probably really couldn't tell who I was because like I would have a regardless. But like just having their energy and them doing like a similar thing, running all different paces, all different distances, like that helped keep me going rather than like when it was just me on the lakefront.
The community, camaraderie.
So I think like when you're able to like get out of this place where, oh my gosh, they're thinking I'm running so slow, or like they're thinking I'm out of shape, or like whatever negative self-talk, negative like self-sabotage thing you might be saying, you can start to like lean into like, okay, we're all doing this separately, but we're all here together. I'm like, that's why I feel like running in a city, I mean, I'm biased, but like I feel like running in a city is better because you have the energy of the people around you.
today, the thing that was keeping me going was two things. One, I had like a little mantra I was just saying the whole time. And two, since there wasn't that many people, I would just say what's up to everybody. So everybody I ran past, I'd wave, even if I was looking rough, because I was trying to hit the times. I like that though, like having goals as to what you want to run your miles in. Because the first week I didn't have that, so I was running as fast or as slow as I wanted to. But this week, even having like a small goal and being like, okay, this block, my goal is to be able to get this. This block, my goal is to be able to get this. And so it's like kind of like little check marks along the path so that you know you're progressing and you can kind of count it out that way instead of just running to run, which I like. So I'm going to start doing that some more just because it's like now you feel like you're chasing a goal and it's not just one big goal, but like small goals along the way. Because that's the big thing, right? Like it's like the process. That's one thing I have to just keep reminding myself of. It's like kind of ingrained into me at this point, but when you're running, you're just like, God damn, I got how many more miles left? But it's like reminding yourself over and over again. You do it because of the person you become in the process, not just from completing it. And so that's the big thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I picked up my miles this week. I went from I probably ran 12 miles last week. This week I finished at 26 miles. And like 2 weeks ago I was running 3 miles. So big jump. But one thing that I've really been trying to focus on within this prep for this marathon is really understanding that there is a process that you follow, and as long as you follow the process, you'll get the outcome that you want. And if you don't, then at least you can say you followed the process. And like running my slow run slow may be annoying as hell, but it's part of the process. And it's waking up even earlier to massage your feet, massage your legs and stuff like that, which could be overkill, but like I also want to be able to run as fast as I can during the marathon, so I still do those things. And it's cool learning a new skill within fitness because the monotony of lifting, when you've been doing it for so long, it just becomes redundant. And I feel like one of the main things I wanted to do on this channel was document me going through a difficult process that allows me to show my mindset in real time and how I deal with stress. And so me being able to like choose running over just saying like, hey, I'm going to lift heavier, like that's not hard to me. But running is something that challenges me both mentally and physically. And so the point of this series is to be able to show that process. And I have to get better at recording when I'm out running, but today there was multiple times whenever I almost slipped on snow. Like I had to like turn around on certain paths. Some roads were closed, so the entire time I was running, I was just focusing on not falling. And so as I get better at understanding how to record these processes, I'll start putting more and more of my thought processes when I'm on the run and different things like that as I lead up to race day. Because my entire goal is by race day. This is, I feel prepared and I feel like me achieving the goal that I set out to achieve is already done. Damn near inevitable. So, yeah, that's the video for this week. It's so funny when I'm running. I'm telling you, it's like the two mantras. It's 1 mile at a time, one breath at a time, one step at a time. And when I do that and I just keep doing it, I get into a rhythm. And then, like I was telling you whenever I was running, there was multiple times that I would see like a big hill. And I'd be like, damn, I could easily take that path. But then I'm like, nah, it's a hilly course, so I got to take the hill. And then in my head, to get me to do that, it's like shift gears, shift. And it's just like, I love the word of the entire process, shift, just because it can be used for so many things. But yeah, originally it's used to shift you into the character that you want to be. But like when you're running, shift gears, like you can say it for different things. And so it's something simple, it's something easy, and it's not like hard to remember. And so that's what I like.
It's impressive you found like the two hills in Chicago.
Girl, I went by Lakeview.
No, you were in Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. And when I was running, I was like, that route over there looks like it's way flatter than that one. And then I'd run. And so they were nowhere near as big as the hills that I'll see in Tennessee, but they were hills nonetheless. And I was like, I could easily take this other route, but because it
It's
aligned
only
more
gonna harm you
in the end.
some race
Yeah.
day.
And the point of this is to do the hard thing. And so
That's why I'm doing a flat marathon.
I try to
I
get
got
her to
enough
sign up for the marathon.
challenges.
I tried to get her to sign up for the marathon with me, and she wasn't having it. So she's doing the Chicago Marathon.
I'm already signed up for one.
It's an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
You can do multiple marathons.
Actually, no, it's like not really that good for your body to do multiple.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Probably gonna wrap up this video here, and
See you
see you
next
next week.
Peace.